lights waking by the riverside, copper reflections on the stone. Metro car tucked in a canvas wallet, taking longer to get home. Low sounds rolling from a rooftop radio, drifting gently through the air. Something in this fading daylight makes the avenue feel rare. No reservation, no finish line, just quiet motion passing by. Silver colors on the storefronts, gliding slowly through the glow. Every little shadow shifting where the evening currents flow. Glass reflections on the skyline, melting softly into view. Nothing asking to be noticed, still it pulls me through. Crosswalk signals near the corner, scattered figures moving past. Window paintings on the buildings, stretching longer than they last. Paper lanterns by a side street doorway, catching traces of the sun. Every minute feels suspended, like the night has just begun. No expectation, no perfect route, just open circles winding through. Silver colors on the storefronts, falling lightly on the lane. Every passing moment lingers like a soft familiar refrain. Tiny fragments of a picture gathering into view. Nothing trying to be timeless, yet it feels so new. Maybe all the sweetest chapters never come with flashing signs. Maybe all the warmest feelings hide between the smallest lines. Nothing needs explaining, everything is right on time. Silver colors on the storefronts, gliding slowly through the glow. Every little shadow shifting where the evening currents flow. Glass reflections on the skyline, melting softly into view. Every doorway keeps a story, waiting to break through. All the quiet lights around me suddenly feel new. Suddenly feel new. Traffic fading past the corner, sunlight resting on the glass. Coffee cooling near the journal, watching silhouettes go past. Warm air drifting down the boulevard, carrying whispers from the street. Something in this mellow twilight makes the avenue feel complete. No explanation, no grand design, just little moments caught in time. Friday looks good on you, like gold across the room, turning quiet little pictures into something new. Friday looks good on you, like skies without a bruise. Every passing glow feels softer when it falls on you. Neon dancing near the storefront, painting colors through the haze. Laughter floating from the terrace, wrapping softly around the lane. Window reflections on the skyline, telling stories through the air. Every corner feels familiar, like a secret waiting there. No expectation, no perfect view, just this rhythm pulling through. Friday looks good on you, like amber in the blue, making ordinary feelings feel a little new. Friday looks good on you, like avenues in bloom. Every passing sound grows you. Maybe all we wanted was a slower kind of light. Maybe all these small sensations were hiding in plain sight. Nothing really changes, yet everything feels right. Friday looks good on you, like gold across the room, turning quiet little pictures into something new. Friday looks good on you, like skies without a bruise. Every passing glow feels softer when it falls on you. Friday looks good on you, ooh, like city lights in June. Every little thing feels brighter when the evening blooms. Surf through the doorway, daylight still warm, silver rail shimmer, crossing town slow, cold brew fading softly there in my palm, leaf shade drifting over the park below. Bicycle chime under apricot skies, easy expressions passing me by, nothing impatient, circle in my head, only a gentleman and settling instead. Every side street starts to glow anew, like the whole week turned another hue. Even the breeze knows where to move, pulling me farther into a brighter view. This night rests light upon my jacket, gold lines sliding down the avenue. No set schedule, no grand arrangement, only the district dressed in something fresh. Branches swaying over quiet concrete, long hours loosening out at last. I can feel the whole block widening, like a small clear freedom made to last. Windowlit tables filling one by one, lettering shining low in sunset. Someone's record spilling through the door, and the evening feels softer than before. Near the bench beside the flower row, pages folding where the mild wind goes. Every green light changes without strain, even the traffic lands delicate as rain. All these daily pictures start to gleam when the work week slips out of the frame. Nothing borrowed, nothing left to prove, only clean air and a little extra room. Cool dusk settles over my collar, soft rays leaning on the boulevard. No fixed pattern, no major occasion, only the neighborhood wearing new charm. Treetops dancing over open pavement, spent hours falling free at last. I can sense the whole lane opening, like a bright calm promise I can have. Maybe ease arrives in smaller ways, storefront halos a passing grin. Maybe grace appears without a sound in the way the twilight settles in. I do not need a reason to keep it, I do not need to label the view. Some evenings answer all by themselves, simply because they let me move. Warm air lingers over my shoulders, last light painting all the avenue. No strict timeline, no heavy tension, only the city wrapped in tender bloom. Leaves keep turning over pale concrete, day-long pressure drifting past. I can feel the whole street breathing, like a true soft freedom built to last.
Offers glow thinning along the glass, watch hands easy, no need to race. Tie clip loosened in the copper light, soft wind drifting through the station gate. footsteps folding into evening lanes. Bus lights moving in a patient line. Nothing calling with a louder voice, only the city settling into mine. Every signal changes with more grace. Every rooftop holds a softer shade. Even all the noise begins to blur, like the day learned how to fall away. I can feel the long hours leaving streetlight gold running through the air. No fixed plan, no urgent feeling, just a clean night waiting everywhere. With the slow trains passing near the river, and the last heat fading from the stone, I can hear the whole town breathing like a quiet freedom on its own. Corner cafes filling one by one, low talk rising with the silver dusk. Window letters glowing over drinks, warm reflections stretching through the rush. Hands in pockets taking in the breeze, tree shadows leaning across the road. Every minute finds a better shape, like the way to work has come undone. All these usual scenes look different now, when the daylight slips beyond the frame. Nothing missing, nothing overdrawn, only calm time wearing a softer name. I can sense the closed doors opening, amber lines falling on the square. No grand change, no wild confession, just a fine hour clearing out the air. With the bus stop shining near the crosswalk, and the heart pace dropping from my bones, I can feel the whole block widening, like a clear escape I almost know. Maybe peace begins in little flashes, turning windows, distant laughter. Maybe ease appears before the weekend, in the pause that follows after. I do not need a reason to keep this, I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings answer without speaking, simply by becoming new. I can feel the day unwind behind me, warm neon touching every wall. No set ending, no heavy pressure, just a good night opening it all. With the far lights resting by the overpass, and the worn weeks slipping from my coat, I can hear the whole world soften, like a bright horizon drawing close.
Sun spill softly on the kitchen tile, thin steam rising from a porcelain cup. Window breeze moving through cotton sleeves, slow gold folding over everything. Sidewalk shimmer after morning rain, light steps drifting past the corner store. Nothing urgent touching at my pace, only clear air opening the door. Every little color comes alive, every quiet sound turns warm and bright. Even all the ordinary scenes feel dressed up in a softer kind of light. I keep a little daylight in my pocket, like a small glow resting in the silence, like a fine line only summer knows, with the trees leaning over the pavement and the sky staying easy and blue. I can feel the whole day smiling, like a clean, sweet hour made new. Glass reflects a pale and lemon sun. Book pages flicker in a shaded sea. Flower stalls waking by the station road. Low breeze dancing through the open street. Phone asleep beside a canvas bag. Train tones fading somewhere out of view. Every passing minute looks refined, like the day was brushed in something true. All these simple moments start to shine when the rush falls gently out of frame. Nothing louder than a lifted breath, only soft time calling me by name. I hold a little daylight in my pocket, near and bright with nowhere else to be, like a calm ray laid across the table, like a clear note floating over me, with the leaves turning over the walkway and the noon air feather light and loose. I can feel the whole world glowing, like a tender scene coming to bloom. Maybe joy is found in smaller details, linen curtain, sugar on a spoon. Maybe grace appears without a headline in the hush between the day and noon. I do not need a grand arrival. I do not need a crowded view. Some hours carry all the right colors, simply by becoming new. I keep a little daylight in my pocket, soft and gold, like something I can trust, like a thin sun written on the window, like a bright trace settling over dust, with the trees breathing over the roadside and sky stretched open like a tune. I can feel the whole day opening, like a lovely promise coming through. Sidewalk drifting by the harbor, amber patterns on the stone. Train pass folded in a blazer pocket, wandering without a phone. Bright notes rising from a tabletop speaker, floating softly through the heat. Something in this open daylight makes the boulevard feel sweet. No complication, no warning sign, just gentle movement crossing time. Golden ribbons on the pavement, sliding slowly with the breeze. Every tiny outline glowing past the canopy of trees. Mirror flashes on the shoreline, fading lightly into blue. Nothing reaching for attention, still it carries through. Seaside stretching past the railing, distant chatter in the air. Striped awnings over little coffee houses, swaying lightly everywhere. Picture cards beside a wide open window, catching fragments of the sun. Every minute feels unrushed now, like the day has just begun. No destination, no crowded view, just winding pathways left to choose. Golden ribbons on the pavement, falling gently on the street. Every passing instant lingers like a rhythm under feet. pieces of a snapshot gathering into view. Nothing aiming to be flawless, yet it feels brand new. Maybe all the finest pages never need a grand display. Maybe all the brightest colors live inside an ordinary day. Nothing needs adjusting. Everything has found its place. Golden ribbons on the pavement, sliding slowly with the breeze. Every tiny outline glowing past the canopy of trees. Mirror flashes on the shoreline, fading lightly into blue. Every corner keeps a secret waiting to come through. All the quiet scenes around me suddenly feel new. Late sun resting on the station glass, small back swinging, steps a little slow. Paper map folded in a jacket sleeve, weekend colors waiting somewhere close. Messages sleeping inside my phone, coffee steam rising, traffic turning gold. Nothing urgent leaning on my time, only quiet places opening in mine. Every little sign feels lighter now, like the skyline learned a softer tone. Even passing air begins to change, brushing all the weekday distance home. I can feel a bright escape approaching, not too far, not asking for a name, just a clean horizon in the making. Soft plans glowing at the edge of day, with the crosswalk shining after office and the long week slipping from my hands. There is something beautiful unfolding, like a note arriving where I stand. Bookshop windows catching amber light, thin blue ink drying on a card. Harbor breeze moving through my shirt, tiny thoughts drifting now so far. Train line humming under evening roofs, street lamps blooming, sidewalks staying warm. Every corner keeps a gentler shape, like the city knows what tomorrow wants. All these simple scenes turn cinematic when the schedule loosens from its frame. Nothing louder than a hopeful pause, only fresh air carrying the change. I can sense a soft release surrounding, near enough, still easy to delay. Like a pale reflection on the water, calm dreams gathering at the end of day. With the storefront shimmer after rush hour and the last train breathing through the dark, there's something quietly beginning, like a light unfolding in my heart. Maybe freedom starts in smaller details, unsent letters, sandals by the door. Maybe joy appears before the journey, in the room between the now and more. I do not need a grand departure, I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings open like an answer, simply by becoming something new. I can watch that first sweet distance forming, close enough to color all the air, like a clear line written on the water. Tender futures floating everywhere, with the west side glowing after business and the heartbeat falling out of frame. There's something quietly comfort water under willow shade. Longbows tracing satin on the stream. Bare ankles brushing riverside stone. Distant rails melting into peach. Skylines blur in the violet heat. Glass towers flicker without a sound. Nothing tangled under either hand. Only white colors settling around. Every railing catches molten bronze. Every current folds a softer line. Even all the far-off rooftops drift as the west turns slowly into wine. Evening opens over the riverside, burnished and slow, like a silk sky poured across the water, like a hush that only sunsets know, with the bridge lights waking in the distance, and the tide reflecting rose and flame. I can feel the whole world lengthening like a clear dream, learning how to stay. Vendors pack up near the cycling lane. Thin bells drifting from a passing frame. Linen hems lifting in the cooling air. Palm leaves sketching shadows on the steps. Paper lanterns sway beside the pier. Apricot spills over painted steel. Every outline turns more elegant, like the shoreline chose a finer shape. All these open views grow cinematic when the daylight thins to glowing ash. Nothing louder than a turning breeze, only calm tones moving over glass. Twilight settles over the embankment, golden and sheer, like a soft veil drawn across the river, like a stillness with a polished face, with the ferry window shining amber, and the banks dissolving into blue. I can sense the whole hour deepening, like a bright scene coming into bloom. Maybe wonder lives in broader vistas, in warm steel in a painted wake. Maybe peace appears above the water, where the fading light and silence meet. I do not need a crowded promise. I do not need a louder view. Some horizons answer all by themselves, simply by turning into hue. Nightfall hovers over the riverside, tender and tall in a glowing sweep, like a gold thread laid upon the current, like a vow that evening means to keep. With the bridge arc shining over darkening waves, and the air becoming cool and wide, I can feel the whole sky breathing, like a fine world opening inside.
Daylight resting on the painted wall. Keys fall easy on the wooden stand. Cool air drifting through the open screen. Night comes softer than the day had planned. Sneakers quiet by the doorway mat. Late train humming somewhere down the line. Nothing urgent pulling through my chest, only stillness stretching out the time. Every little sound feels kinder now. Every window keeps a warmer tone. Even though the dark looks gentle here, like tomorrow found its way back home. I can feel the weekend near the doorway, close enough, still taking its own time. Like a warm light waiting in the next room, soft and certain at the edge of the night. With the long week folding near the coat rack, and the last calls fading from the street, there is something quietly beginning, like a calm world moving next to me. Kitchen glass holding the city glow, slow ice turning in a cup of tea. Neighbor laughter passing through the wall, low and easy as an evening breeze. Phone screen sleeping on the table side, lampshade drawing amber on the floor. Every ordinary thing looks new, like the night unlocked a gentler door. All these simple scenes grow brighter now when the hard pace slips outside the frame. Nothing louder than a patient pause, only clear air carrying the change. I can sense the weekend by the window, near enough, not asking me to run. Like a pale room opening in silence, softly glowing after all is done. With the stairwell breathing in the half-light, and the spent hours falling out of place, there is something quietly turning, like a small dawn waiting in the dark. Maybe peace arrives before the morning, in clean sheets in a cooling sky. Maybe joy appears before the plans do, in the hush that lets the hours lie. I do not need a crowded moment, I do not need a distant view. Some nights open like a promise, simply by becoming new. I can feel tomorrow near the ceiling, warm and slow with nowhere else to be. Like a gold line resting past the curtain, softly leaning into everything. With the whole week hanging by the doorway, and the late rush drifting out of sight, there is something sweetly waiting, like a kind world waking next to mine. Park light resting on the gravel path in breeze, moving through the chestnut trees. Paper cup cooling beside my hand, daytime fading with the distant leaves. Old dogs wandering near the fountain edge, soft wheels passing with the silver ring. Nothing crowded pressing on my thoughts, only quiet air and one unhurried thing. Every color turns a little slow, every shadow finds a softer shape. Even all the noise beyond the road feels far enough to gently drift away. Warm dust settles over the garden, gold lines to last. Window light glows from the corner cafe. Low talk floating through the open frame. Someone lingers by the flower rose, watching all the evening change its shade. Hands in pockets, shoulders finally loose. Cool air folding softly through my shirt. Every minute lands more beautifully, like the city knows how to ease the hurt. All these ordinary views grow brighter when the daylight slips from hard to mild. Nothing missing, nothing overstated, only stillness wearing something styled. Soft gold lingers over the parkway, last light resting on the iron rail. No fixed ending, no heavy longing, just a finite moving, smooth and pale, with the treetops swaying past the lamp light in the worn hours falling out of frame. I can sense the whole block soften like a clear, calm promise without name. Maybe peace begins with smaller details. Cooling stone, a half-drawn sigh. Maybe grace appears before the weekend, in the hush between the darkened sky. I do not need a reason to hold this. I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings answer in their own way, simply by arriving new. Low light settles over the garden, warm air leaning on the quiet lane. No grand moment, no loud expression, just a good night washing off the strain, with the leaves still shifting near the walkway and the spent week drifting far behind. I can feel the whole world loosen like an open evening, clearing my mind.
To tea. Chrome bus gliding past the window pane. Ice rings fading on a lemon drink. Striped lights slipping through the cafe shade. White lace clouds bending over polished streets. Receipt corner stir beside my sleeve. Doorbells answering the drifting crowd. Nothing reaches with a sharper pull, only bright reflections gathering now. Every outline turns translucent here. Every passing color leaves a trace. Even distant motion feels composed, like the afternoon was framed in grace. Clear heat flickers on the other side, golden resting over passing lines. No loud moment, no dramatic movement, just a slow scene settling into shine. With the awning shadows on the tabletops and the blue These usual figures look suspended when the glare softens into glow. Nothing asking for a bigger meaning, only clean impressions passing slow. Pale light lingers on the outer pavement, amber sliding down the painted walls. No set ending, no sudden promise, just a still frame holding nearly all. With the patio flowers by the railing and the breeze lifting hems outside, I can see the whole moon shimmer like a secret current moving by. Maybe beauty lives in angled surfaces, in cool gloss and mirrored blue. Maybe ease appears through tiny details in bent sunlight and a changing view. I do not need a grand horizon, I do not need a rushing crowd. Some afternoons become their own answer, simply by staying clear somehow. Bright haze trembles on the far side, traffic, thin gold floating over silver rails. No hard edges, no heavy language, just a fine hour tipping toward exhale. With the terrace plants beside the doorway and the sky stretched wide above the roofs, I can watch the whole day glisten like a calm note carried into June. Striped on and glowing on the narrow back, mint gum shining by the checkout tray. Cold jar halos in the humming fridge, pink dust leaning on the window pane. Canvas handles brushing at my wrist, loose coins singing in a paper cup. Nothing racing through the evening air, only tiny wonders showing up. Every shelf edge keeps a softer gleam, every label catches tender light. Even little errands start to feel like hidden scene dressed up tonight. Little sparks waiting in the ordinary, close at hand in the smallest place. Like a sweet glow tucked beside the counter, like a soft smile resting on a face. With the street art warming near the doorway and the lamplight blooming down the lane, I can feel a quiet magic turning, like a bright mood drifting through my day. Sleeping in the ice, magazine colors stacked beside the till. Flower buckets breathing by the sign, mild air moving through the half-raised screen. Someone waves across the bicycle rack, white chalk letters curling by the step. Every detail feels playfully alive, like the block forgot to hold its breath. All these modest corners turn cinematic when the daylight melts to amber glaze. Nothing louder than a lifted glance, only neat delight in simple ways. Small gold moments gather by the doorway, near enough and nowhere else to be. Like a clean tint floating on the glass jars, like a clear tone finding me. With the crosswalk shining past the fruit stand and the storefront wearing honey shade, I can sense a lovely world opening, like a kind scene slowly being made. Maybe joy begins in smaller purchases, peach gum, cold tea, folded newsprint blue. Maybe grace appears in local corners where familiar things keep changing hue. I do not need a grand arrangement, I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings bloom from almost nothing, simply by becoming new. Tiny lights rising from the ordinary, soft and warm with a polished glow. Like a bright thread running through the window, like a calm beat moving low. With the chalkboard standing by the flower pails and the long dust settling on the street, I can feel a gentle dream arriving, like a sweet world walking next to me. elevator humming through the corridor, peach dust gathering on the balcony rail, lip balm turning in a canvas pouch, glass beads clicking near the window latch. Nothing pressing with a restless pull, only small suspense arranged in style. Every minute wears a brighter gloss, every silence holds a lighter spark. Even empty rooms begin to tilt toward the kind of night that starts with charm. Something lovely lingers just before it, near at hand, not fully stepping in. Like a fine breeze moving through a curtain, like a clear laugh waiting to begin. With the rooftops pushing past the skyline, and the street below in rose and chrome, I can feel a little thrill gathering, like a bright note circling close to home. Kitchen clock shining with a rounded face, pearl cup cooling by the folded mail, sneakers lined beside the woven mat, taxi streaks sliding on the building glass, phone screen sleeping on the counter edge, bracelet flashing near a second glance. Every detail sharpens for a while, like the city polished up the chance. All these ordinary things turn playful when the hour hangs between two plans. Nothing louder than a lifted breath, only poised delight inside my hands. Something golden hovers just around me, close enough, still taking its own time, like a doorway opening without noise, like a clean tone landing right in line. With the fire escapes catching coral, and the avenue in lilac haze, I can sense a little spark rising, like a first step waiting to be made. Maybe joy begins before the outing, in pressed cotton in a silver clasp. Maybe grace appears within the pause, where the day and evening overlap. I do not need a grand arrival, I do not need a crowded room. Some anticipations bloom the sweetest, simply by delaying into bloom. Something tender glimmers at the threshold, soft but sure, with nowhere else to hide, like sunlight tracing round the doorway, like a clear beat keeping close inside. With the rooftops cooling into mauve shades, and the slow cars painting lines below, I can feel a little world turning, like a kind scene ready to unfold.
Salt air resting on the harbor rail, canvas shadows on the weathered boards, fairy lights blinking in a silver chain, loose gulls circles over quiet water, ticket stub sleeping in my jacket fold, a paper cup cooling by the painted post. Nothing pressing at the edge of thought, only little plans beginning to show. Every small idea starts to glimmer, every passing hour moves slow, even all the distance feels nearer, like the weekend found a calmer road. Little plants gather by the harbor, clear and light by the evening tide, like a pale map opening on the water, like a good thought waiting just outside. With the boat swaying near the far pier, and the whole week falling from my hands, I can feel tomorrow turning softly, like a calm sign written in the sand. Boardwalk lamps waking one by one, thin ropes singing in the ocean air. Someone laughs outside a dockside cafe, glass reflections drifting everywhere. Shoes tap easy on the cedar planks, bayline humming with a low blue tone. Every corner holds a gentler shape, like the night knows where I wanna go. All All these simple scenes look finer now when the hard pace slips outside the frame. Nothing louder than a hopeful pause, only clean air carrying the change. Small, bright routes rise by the harbor, near enough, still easy to delay. Like a gold line resting on the water, like a slow turn at the end of day. With the mast lights trembling in the distance, and the spent hours fading with the tide, I can sense a fresh horizon moving, like a kind pull drawing me outside. Maybe peace begins in minor details. Harbor lamps, a paper cup, cool blue. Maybe grace appears before departure, in the space between the old and new. I do not need a grand escape for this. I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings open like an answer, simply by becoming true. Tender plans rest by the harbor, soft and close with a polished shine, like a thin moon floating on the water, like a still thought settling into mine. With the pier lines glowing past the dark boats, and the last breeze moving through the night, I can feel tomorrow breathing, like a small world turning toward the light.
Marble counter holding morning 10, steam curls rising from a narrow cup, ticket prints sleeping beneath my keys, first light pooling on the sugar tin, door hinge sighing with the polished swing, espresso clatter in a silver row, nothing settled, nothing underway, only a clean pause before I go. Every small sound lands more vividly, every surface keeps a mellow gleam, even all the in-between feels rich, like the day began inside a dream. One slow coffee before anywhere, warm and still at the edge of motion, like a soft line drawn across the morning, like a held breath over a quiet commotion, with the glass door flashing on the sidewalk, and the pale sky thinning into cream. I can feel the whole world waiting, like a fine root forming in the steam. Wurlitzer colors from the ceiling speakers, folded paper near the pastry case, crosswalk flicker through the cafe pane, thin gold resting on a leather chair, canvas strap sliding down my wrist, phone stays silent by the teaspoon curve, every minute tastes a little clearer, like the hour knows just what I'm worth. All these little rituals feel elevated when the clock forgets to push ahead, nothing louder than a softened glance, only calm intent and toasted bread. One good coffee before anywhere, near and bright with no need to hurry, like a neat glow set up on the counter, like a kind note smoothing out the city, with the buses brushing past the awning, and the clean cups stacked in porcelain white. I can sense the whole day opening, like a clear page waiting to be signed. Maybe grace begins in preparation, in tie laces in a ceramic ring. Maybe ease appears before the leaving, in the space before the first train sings. I do not need a grand departure, I do not need a distant view. Some beginnings arrive more gently, simply by becoming true. coffee before anywhere. Soft and gold with the quiet gravity, like a warm up glowing on the tabletop, like a small spark leaning into clarity. With the street light fading from the window and the mild air carrying roasted brown, I can feel the whole day gather, like a bright choice settling down.
Rays unraveling on the trimline steel, loose tire shifting in the apricot breeze. Westbound shadows stretching down the block, maple leaves turning over quietly. Station glass holding a copper gleam, crosswalk pulses in a patient row. Nothing urgent calling from the day, only mild heat learning how to go. Every rooftop keeps a softer fire, every signal changes without strain. Even all the noise grows lighter now, like the city found a gentler frame. Orange light tells me how the night is landing, warm and slow on the avenue, like a thin glow sliding over storefronts, like a calm word I already knew. With the side streets shining after office and the hard week thinning into air, I can feel the whole sky loosening, like a clear horizon waiting there. River wind brushing through the underpass, low rails humming with the silver tone. Window tables filling one by one, soft talk drifting from the patio. Hands in pockets taking in the gold, neon waking far beyond the park. Every minute finds a better shape, like the sunset polished all the dark. All these usual scenes turn cinematic when the daylight melts to amber flame. Nothing borrowed, nothing overdone, only free time wearing a better shade. Orange light moves over the side streets, calm and bright with the tender pull, like a silk line laid across the traffic, like an hour turning beautiful. With the tree line swaying near the station and the warm pace falling out of frame, I can hear the whole town exhaling, like a small clear future in my name. Maybe peace arrives in smaller details, cool railings, a revolving door. Maybe grace appears before the weekend, in the pause between the less and more. I do not need a louder ending, I do not need a crowded view. Some nights carry all the right colors, simply by becoming new. Orange light rests over every rooftop, soft and tall in a polished wave, like a gold trace floating on the windows, like a fine dust asking me to stay. With the last train shining by the river and the spent weeks slipping from my hands, I can feel the whole world soften, like an open evening built to last.
Take from the usual boulevard, some coins scattered on the tramline steel. Mirror walls warming beside the stairs, late glow slumbering near the sycamores. Crossbodies swaying with an easy beat, rim click footsteps down a quieter lane. Nothing calling from the front door yet, only amber pulling me away. Every shortcut starts to look poetic, like every back street wears a brush champagne. Even all the angles of the city lean a little softer in this flame. I took the long way through the golden hour, light and loose with no need to explain. Like a warm thread running past the storefronts, like a bright drift falling after rain. With the brickwork glowing near the alley and the west side melting into glaze, I can feel the whole route changing, like a fine turn opening the day. Canal rails shining under honey clouds, skater wheels circling by the square, fresh cut peaches at the market stand, thin jazz floating from a folding chair, phone tucked silent in a satin tote, heel taps tracing over painted stone. Every detour feels deliberately kind, like the evening chose me for its own. All these hidden corners turn luxurious when the schedule loosens from its hold. Nothing louder than a lifted shoulder, only copper air and liquid gold. I kept walking through the golden hour, calm and clear with nowhere else to land, like a soft spark drifting past the sides, just like a silk map opening by hand. With the shop signs humming near the sideline and the tall glass catching apricot, I can sense the whole pace soften, like a sweet pause giving all I've got. Maybe wonder lives in altered routes, in small turns in a slower spin. Maybe freedom starts before arriving, when you let the evening draw you in. I do not need a perfect reason, I do not need a final plan. Some directions bloom more beautifully simply by not going back. I stayed longer in the golden hour, warm and sheer with a polished swing, like a gold veil moving past the crosswalk, like a low sun bussing everything. With the long blocks fading into brown smoke and the air tasting bright and strange, I can feel the whole heart widening, like a new street teaching me to change. Glint in the elevator light, soft steps echo down the marble hall, lip tint fading on a takeaway lid, blue dusk settles on the station wall, train doors shimmer with the polished tone, shop signs waking in a violet row, all the hard edges loosen from the day as the night begins to fold in slow. Every passing window throws a spark, every sidewalk keeps a little swing, even all the ordinary air starts to feel like something shimmering. I carry that first sweet freedom with me, light and close, like a hidden glow, like a satin ribbon in the city wind, like a fine night ready to unfold. With the tall glass pushing over traffic and the last shift slipping out of view, I can feel tomorrow in my footsteps, like a bright scene pulling me through. Crosswalk pulses on the silver rain marks, thin gold rising from a taxi roof, flower buckets leaning by the fruit stand, late heat drifting through a linen blouse, phone stays quiet in a leather tote, small plants sleeping in a folded note. Every corner turns a little playful as the avenue trades speed for soul. All these little signals turn luxurious when the timetable lets go of me. Nothing louder than a lifted smile, only clear momentum in the street. I keep that warm escape beside me, near at hand, with the tender shine, like a clean cord moving through the crosswalk. paper wristband. Maybe grace arrives inside the motion when the city opens up its hands. I do not need a grand departure. I do not need a crowded room. Some nights bloom from quiet confidence, simply by becoming new. I hold that clear release around me, soft but bright, like a chosen spark, like a slim light stitched into the evening, like a calm beat glowing through the dark, with the west side shining past the overpass and the air tasting fresh and loose. I can feel the whole world turning lighter, like a fine start I can use. Curtain edges flicker in the lamplight, night air gliding over cedar floors. Half-read pages rest beside the speaker, blue dust settling softly through the room. Far off traffic threads a silver pattern, rooftop echoes circle down the block. Every surface carries tenant motion, like a secret rhythm finding shape. Loose chiffon list with the rising current, glassware answers with the crystal ring. Even quiet corners start to shimmer as the skyline hums in undertones. There is a tender signal in the night air, floating and then coloring the walls, like a low glow moving through an open window, like a clean tone leaning through it all. With the curtains breathing near the moonlight and the city blurred in lilac blue, I can feel the whole room listening to a soft pulse carrying me through. Porch plants tremble by the narrow ledge, vinyl sleeves sleep near the record stand. Street lamp halos slide across the ceiling, warm gold drifting over polished wood. Distant voices fade beyond the stairwell, taxi reflections ripple on the glass. Every passing second feels suspended, like a fine wave stretching out its path. Pale aluminum lines on nearby balconies hold the afterglow in quiet bands. Even hidden spaces seem awakened by the hush that gathers in my hands. There is a silver current in the night breeze, drawing thin lines over every frame, like a sweet chord moving through an open window, like a bright trace humming out my name. With the curtains swaying by the flower pots and the rooftops fading into mauve, I can sense the whole scene turning to a calm sound rising up above. Maybe beauty speaks in smaller signals, in sheer fabric in a distant train. Maybe comfort travels without language, on a mild gust after summer rain. I do not need a crowded chorus, I do not need a neon sign. Some evenings tune the heart so clearly, just by arriving right on time. There is a glowing pattern in the midnight, clear and slow along the window line, like a soft wave pouring through an open window, like a true desk settles on the balcony rail. Soft flats waiting by the woven chair. Apron strings loosen in the kitchen light. Basil breathing through the open air. Streetcars murmur past the corner turn. Glass fronts tinting into honeyed beige. Nothing tangled in the pulse tonight. Only smooth calm stepping on the page. Every little object turns refined. Every room begins to glow with ease. Even distant engines lose their edge as the daylight folds into the breeze. One good evening is enough to hold me, slow and warm with a polished hue, like a clear lamp shining through the quiet, like a kind sky rinsed in dusky blue, with the linen curtains barely moving and the rooftops brushed in amber smoke. Everything around me lands so gently, like a fine note carried by the glow. Ceramic cooling mirror, cut glass bowl, thin ice chiming in a citrus drink. Mailbox shadows lengthen by the stair. Neat gold trembling on the sink. Neighbors laughing near the garden gate. Scooter lights slipping along the lane. Every ordinary thing looks rare, like the evening learned a sweeter shape. All these modest details start to shimmer when the faster hours leave the frame. Nothing louder than a rested heartbeat, only mild grace moving through the space. One good evening lays a hand upon me, light and loose without a grand design, like a small glow resting on the table, like a soft clock keeping better time, with the flower pots beside the window and the skyline washed in apricot. Everything within me turns unhurried, like a clear thought finding just the spot. Maybe comfort lives in quiet corners, in cool plates and a check dish towel. Maybe beauty enters without warning when the day forgets to ask for more. I do not need a louder moment, I do not need a crowded room. Some nights settle into perfect balance simply by becoming true. One good evening leaves the whole world lighter, calm and gold with a tender shine, like a thin flame wavering through stillness, like a low star hanging just in time, with the window left a little open and the light breeze drifting past the floor. Everything around me feels completed, like a sweet pause worth returning for. Streetlights wakened by the riverside, copper reflections on the stone. Metro card tucked in a canvas wallet, taking longer to get home. Low sounds rolling from a rooftop radio, drifting gently through the air. Something in this fading daylight makes the avenue feel rare. No reservation, no finish line, just quiet motion passing by. Silver colors on the storefronts, gliding slowly through the glow. Every little shadow shifting where the evening currents flow. Glass reflections on the skyline, melting softly into view. Nothing asking to be noticed, still it pulls me through. Crosswalks signals near the corner, scattered figures moving past. Window paintings on the building, stretching longer than they last. Paper lanterns by a side street doorway, catching traces of the sun. Every minute feels suspended, like the night has just begun. No expectation, no perfect route, just open circles winding through. Silver colors on the storefronts, falling lightly on the lane. Every passing moment lingers like a soft familiar refrain. Tiny fragments of a picture gathering into view, nothing trying to be timeless, yet it feels so new. Maybe all the sweetest chapters never come with flashing signs. Maybe all the warmest feelings hide between the smallest lines. Nothing needs explaining, everything is right on time. Silver colors on the storefronts, gliding slowly through the glow. Every little shadow shifting where the evening currents flow. Glass reflections on the skyline, melting softly into view. Every doorway keeps a story, waiting to break through. All the quiet lights around me suddenly feel new. Suddenly feel new. Traffic fading past the corner, sunlight resting on the glass. Coffee cooling near the journal, watching silhouettes go past. Warm air drifting down the boulevard, carrying whispers from the street. Something in this mellow twilight makes the avenue feel complete. No explanation, no grand design, just little moments caught in time. Friday looks good on you, like gold across the room, turning quiet little pictures into something new. Friday looks good on you, like skies without a bruise. Every passing glow feels softer when it falls on you. Neon dancing near the storefront, painting colors through the haze. Laughter floating from the terrace, wrapping softly around the lane. Window reflections on the skyline, telling stories through the air. Every corner feels familiar, like a secret waiting there. No expectation, no perfect view, just this rhythm pulling through. Friday looks good on you, like amber in the blue, making ordinary feelings feel a little new. Friday looks good on you, like avenues in bloom. Every passing sound grows warmer when it follows you. Maybe all we wanted was a slower kind of light. Maybe all these small sensations were hiding in plain sight. Nothing really changes, yet everything feels right. Friday looks good on you, like gold across the room, turning quiet little pictures into something new. Friday looks good on you, like skies without a bruise. Every passing glow feels softer when it falls on you. Friday looks good on you, like city lights in June, blooms. Surf through the doorway, daylight still warm. Silver rail shimmer, crossing town slow. Cold brew fading softly there in my palm. Leaf shade drifting over the park below. Bicycle chime under apricot skies. Easy expressions passing me by. Nothing impatient, circle in my head. Only a gentleman and settling instead. Every side street starts to glow anew, like the whole week turned another hue. Even the breeze knows where to move, pulling me farther into a brighter view. This night rests light upon my jacket. Gold lines sliding down the avenue. No set schedule, no grand arrangement. Only the district dressed in something fresh. Branches swaying over quiet concrete. Long hours loosening out at last. I can feel the whole block widening, like a small clear freedom made to last. Windowlit tables filling one by one, lettering shining low in sunset. Someone's rack is spilling through the door, and the evening feels softer than before. Near the bench beside the flower row, pages folding where the mild wind goes. Every green light changes without strain, even the traffic lands delicate as rain. All these daily pictures start to gleam when the work week slips out of the frame. Nothing borrowed, nothing left to prove, only clean air and a little extra room. Cool dusk settles over my collar. Soft rays leaning on the boulevard. No fixed pattern, no major occasion. Only the neighborhood wearing new charm. Treetops dancing over open pavement. Spent hours falling free at last. I can sense the whole lane opening, like a bright calm promise I can have. Maybe ease arrives in smaller ways, storefront halos a passing grin. Maybe grace appears without a sound in the way the twilight settles in. I do not need a reason to keep it, I do not need to label the view. Some evenings answer all by themselves, simply because they let me move. Warm air lingers over my shoulders. Last light painting all the avenue. No strict timeline, no heavy tension. Only the city wrapped in tender bloom. Leaves keep turning over pale concrete. Day-long pressure drifting past. I can feel the whole street breathing, like a true soft freedom built to last.
Offers glow thinning along the glass. Watch hands easy, no need to race. Tie clip loosened in the copper light. Soft wind drifting through the station gate. Footsteps folding into evening lanes. Bus lights moving in a patient line. Nothing calling with a louder voice, only the city settling into mine. Every signal changes with more grace. Every rooftop holds a softer shade. Even all the noise begins to blur, like the day learned how to fall away. I can feel the long hours leaving, street light gold running through the air. No fixed plan, no urgent feeling, just a clean night waiting everywhere. With the slow trains passing near the river, and the last heat fading from the stone, I can hear the whole town breathing, rhythm on its own. Corner cafes filling one by one, low talk rising with the silver dusk, window letters glowing over drinks, warm reflection stretching through the rush, hands in pockets taking in the breeze, tree shadows leaning across the road. Every minute finds a better shape, like the way to work has come undone. All these usual scenes look different now, when the daylight slips beyond the frame. Nothing missing, nothing overdrawn, only calm time wearing a softer name. I can sense the closed doors opening, amber lines falling on the square. No grand change, no wild confession, just a fine hour clearing out the air. With the bus stop shining near the crosswalk, and the heart pace dropping from my bones, I can feel the whole block widening, like a clear escape I almost know. Maybe peace begins in little flashes, turning windows, distant laughter. Maybe ease appears before the weekend, in the pause that follows after. I do not need a reason to keep this, I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings answer without speaking, simply by becoming new. I can feel the day unwind behind me, warm neon touching every wall. No set ending, no heavy pressure, just a good night opening it all. With the far lights resting by the overpass, and the worn weeks slipping from my coat, I can hear the whole world soften, like a bright horizon drawing close.
Sun spills softly on the kitchen tile, thin steam rising from a porcelain cup, window breeze moving through cotton sleeves, slow gold folding over everything, sidewalk shimmer after morning rain, light steps drifting past the corner store, nothing urgent touching at my pace, only clear air opening the door. Every little color comes alive, every quiet sound turns warm and bright, even all the ordinary scenes feel dressed up in a softer kind of light. I keep a little daylight in my pocket, warming clothes wherever I may go, like a small glow resting in the silence, like a fine line only summer knows. With the trees leaning over the pavement, and the sky staying easy and blue, I can feel the whole day smiling, like a clean, sweet hour made new. Glass reflects a pale and lemon sun, book pages flicker in a shaded sea, flower stalls waking by the station road, low breeze dancing through the open street, phone asleep beside a canvas bag, train tones fading somewhere out of view, every passing minute looks refined, like the day was brushed in something true. All these simple moments start to shine falls gently out of frame. Nothing louder than Maybe grace appears without a headline in the hush between the day and noon. I do not need a grand arrival. I do not need a crowded view. Some hours carry all the right colors simply by becoming new. I keep a little daylight in my pocket, soft and gold, like something I can trust, like a thin sun written on the window, like a bright trace settling over dust, with the trees breathing over the roadside and sky stretched open like a tune. I can feel the whole day opening, like a lovely promise coming through. Sidewalk drifting by the harbor, amber patterns on the stone. Train pass folded in a blazer pocket, wandering without a phone. Bright notes rising from a tabletop speaker, floating softly through the heat. Something in this open daylight makes the boulevard feel sweet. No complication, no warning sign, just gentle movement crossing time. Golden ribbons on the pavement, sliding slowly with the breeze. Every tiny outline glowing past the canopy of trees. Mirror flashes on the shoreline, fading lightly into blue. Nothing reaching for attention, still it carries through. Seaside stretching past the railing, distant chatter in the air. Striped awnings over little coffee houses, swaying lightly everywhere. Picture cards beside a wide open window, catching fragments of the sun. Every minute feels unrushed now, like the day has just begun. No destination, no crowded view, just winding pathways left to choose. Golden ribbons on the pavement, falling gently on the street. Every passing instant lingers like a rhythm under feet. Tiny pieces of a snapshot, gathering into view. Nothing aiming to be flawless, yet it feels brand new. Maybe all the finest pages never need a grand display. Maybe all the brightest colors live inside an ordinary day. Nothing needs adjusting, everything has found its place. Golden ribbons on the pavement, sliding slowly with the breeze. Every tiny outline glowing past the canopy of trees. Mirror flashes on the shoreline, fading lightly into blue. Every corner keeps a secret waiting to come through. All the quiet scenes around me suddenly feel new. Late sun resting on the station glass, small back swinging, steps a little slow. Paper map folded in a jacket sleeve, weekend colors waiting somewhere close. Messages sleeping inside my phone, coffee steam rising, traffic turning gold. Nothing urgent leaning on my time, only quiet places opening in mine. Every little sign feels lighter now. air begins to change, brushing all the weekday distance home. I can feel a bright escape approaching, not too far, not asking for a name, just a clean horizon in the making, soft plans glowing at the edge of day, with the crosswalk shining after office and the long week slipping from my hands. There is something beautiful unfolding, like a note arriving where I stand. Bookshop windows catching amber light, thin blue ink drying on a card, harbor breeze moving through my shirt, tiny thoughts drifting now so far. Train line humming under evening roofs, street lamps blooming, sidewalks staying warm, every corner keeps a gentler shape, like the city knows what tomorrow wants. All these simple scenes turn cinematic when the schedule loosens from its frame. Nothing louder than a hopeful pause, only fresh air carrying the change. I can sense a soft release surrounding, near enough, still easy to delay, like a pale reflection on the water, calm dreams gathering at the end of day, with the storefront shimmer after rush hour and the last train breathing through the dark. There's something quietly beginning, like a light unfolding in my heart. Maybe freedom starts in smaller details, unsent letters, sandals by the door. Maybe joy appears before the journey, in the room between the now and more. I do not need a grand departure, I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings open like an answer, simply by becoming something new. I can watch that first sweet distance forming, close enough to color all the air, like a clear line written on the water, tender futures floating everywhere, with the west side glowing after business and the heartbeat falling out of frame. There's something quietly turning, like a warm sign calling me away. Coffer water under willow shade, longbows tracing satin on the stream, bare ankles brushing riverside stone, distant rails melting into peach, skylines blur in the violet heat, glass towers flicker without a sound, nothing tangled under either hand, only white colors settling around. Every railing catches molten bronze, every current folds a softer line, even all the far-off rooftops drift, as the west turns slowly into wine. Evening opens over the riverside, burnished and slow, like a silk sky poured across the water, like a hush that only sunsets know, with the bridge lights waking in the distance, and the tide reflecting rose and flame. I can feel the whole world lengthening, like a clear dream, learning how to stay. Vendors pack up near the cycling lane, thin bells drifting from a passing frame, linen hands lifting in the cooling air, palm leaves sketching shadows on the steps, paper lanterns sway beside the finer shape. All these open views grow cinematic when the daylight thins to glowing ash. Nothing louder than a turning breeze, only calm tones moving over glass. Twilight settles over the embankment, golden and sheer, like a soft veil drawn across the river, like a stillness with a polished face, with the fairy window shining amber, and the banks dissolving into blue. I can sense the whole hour deepening, like a bright scene coming into bloom. Maybe wonder lives in broader vistas, in warm steel in a painted wake. Maybe peace appears above the water, where the fading light and silence meet. I do not need a crowded promise, I do not need a louder view. Some horizons answer all by themselves, simply by turning into hue. Nightfall hovers over the riverside, tender and tall in a glowing sweep, like a gold thread laid upon the current, like a vow the evening means to keep. With the bridge arc shining over darkening waves, and the air becoming cool and wide, I can feel the whole sky breathing, like a fine world opening inside.
Daylight resting on the painted wall, keys fall easy on the wooden stand. Cool air drifting through the open screen, night comes softer than the day had planned. Sneakers quiet by the doorway mat, late train humming somewhere down the line. Nothing urgent pulling through my chest, only stillness stretching out the time. Every little sound feels kinder now, every window keeps a warmer tone. Even though the dark looks gentle here, like tomorrow found its way back home. I can feel the weekend near the doorway, close enough, still taking its own time, like a warm light waiting in the next room, soft and certain at the edge of the night, with the long week folding near the coat rack, and the last calls fading from the street. There is something quietly beginning, like a calm world moving next to me. Kitchen glass holding the city glow, slow ice turning in a cup of tea. Neighbor laughter passing through the wall, low and easy as an evening breeze. Phone screen sleeping on the table side, lampshade drawing amber on the floor. Every ordinary thing looks new, like the night unlocked a gentler door. All these simple scenes grow brighter now when the hard pace slips outside the frame. Nothing louder than a patient pause, only clear air carrying the change. I can sense the weekend by the window, near asking me to run, like a pale room opening in silence, softly glowing after all is done, with the stairwell breathing in the half-light, and the spent hours falling out of place. There is something quietly turning, like a small dawn waiting in the dark. Maybe peace arrives before the morning, in clean sheets in a cooling sky. Maybe joy appears before the plans do, in the hush that lets the hours lie. I do not need a crowded moment, I do not need a distant view. Some nights open like a promise, simply by becoming new. I can feel tomorrow near the ceiling, warm and slow with nowhere else to be, like a gold line resting past the curtain, softly leaning into everything, with the whole week hanging by the doorway, and the late rush drifting out of sight. There is something sweetly waiting, like a kind world waking next to mine. Park light resting on the gravel path in breeze, moving through the chestnut trees. Paper cup cooling beside my hand, daytime fading with the distant leaves. Old dogs wandering near the fountain edge, soft wheels passing with the silver ring. Nothing crowded pressing on my thoughts, only quiet air and one unhurried thing. Every color turns a little slow, every shadow finds a softer shape. Even all the noise beyond the road feels far enough to gently drift away. Warm dust settles over the garden, gold lines falling where the benches stand. No big story, no sudden turning, just a calm hour fitting in my hands, with the branches drawing on the pathway, and the long week lowering at last. I can feel the whole scene breathing, like a small kind freedom made to last. Window light glows from the corner cafe, low talk floating through the open frame. Someone lingers by the flower rose, watching all the evening change its shade. Hands in pockets, shoulders finally loose, cool air folding softly through my shirt. Every minute lands more beautifully, like the city knows how to ease the hurt. All these ordinary views grow brighter when the daylight slips from hard to mild. Nothing missing, nothing overstated, only stillness wearing something styled. Soft gold lingers over the parkway, last light resting on the iron rail. No fixed ending, no heavy longing, just a finite moving, smooth and pale, with the treetops swaying past the with smaller details. Cooling stone, a half-drawn sigh. Maybe grace appears before the weekend, in the hush between the darkened sky. I do not need a reason to hold this. I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings answer in their own way, simply by arriving new. Low light settles over the garden, warm air leaning on the quiet lane. No grand moment, no loud expression, just a good night washing off the strain, with the leaves still shifting near the walkway and the spent week drifting far behind. I can feel the whole world loosen, like an open evening clearing my mind.
To tea. Chrome bus gliding past the window pane, ice rings fading on a lemon drink, striped lights slipping through the cafe shade, white lace clouds bending over polished streets, receipt corner stir beside my sleeve, doorbells answering the drifting crowd. Nothing reaches with a sharper pull, only bright reflections gathering now. Every outline turns translucent here, every passing color leaves a trace. Even distant motion feels composed, like the afternoon was framed in grace. Clear heat flickers on the other side, golden resting over passing lines. No loud moment, no dramatic movement, just a slow scene settling into shine. With the awning shadows on the tabletops and the blue light thin across the cars, I can watch the whole day glimmer, like a quiet film beneath the glass. Porcelain cooling near the folded book, thin spoon shining in a saucer curve. Sun marks travel on the tiled floor as trolley wires hum above the turn. Voices blur beyond the open sign, bare wrist brushing paper, shopping bags. Every small detail feels freshly cut, like the hour arrived in finer shapes. All these usual figures look suspended when the glare softens into glow. Nothing asking for a bigger meaning, only clean impressions passing slow. Pale light lingers on the outer pavement, amber sliding down the painted walls. No set ending, no sudden promise, just a still frame holding nearly all. With the patio flowers by the railing and the breeze lifting hems outside, I can see the whole moon shimmer, like a secret current moving by. Maybe beauty lives in angled surfaces, in cool gloss and mirrored blue. Maybe ease appears through tiny details and bent sunlight and a changing view. I do not need a grand horizon, I do not need a rushing crowd. Some afternoons become their own answer, simply by staying clear somehow. Bright haze trembles on the far side traffic, thin gold floating over silver rails. No hard edges, no heavy language, just a fine hour tipping toward exhale. With the terrace plants beside the sky stretched wide above the roofs, I can watch the whole day glisten like a calm note carried into June. Striped on and glowing on the narrow back, mint gum shining by the checkout tray, cold jar halos in the humming fridge, pink dust leaning on the window pane, canvas handles brushing at my wrist, loose coins singing in a paper cup, nothing racing through the evening air, only tiny wonders showing up. Every shelf edge keeps a softer gleam, every label catches tender light, even little errands start to feel like hidden scene dressed up tonight. Little sparks waiting in the ordinary, close at hand in the smallest place, like a sweet glow tucked beside the counter, like a soft smile resting on a face, with the street art warming near the doorway and the lamplight blooming down the lane. I can feel a quiet magic turning, like a bright mood drifting through my day. Sleeping in the ice, magazine colors stacked beside the till, flower buckets breathing by the sign, mild air moving through the half-raised screen. Someone waves across the bicycle rack, white chalk letters curling by the step. Every detail feels playfully alive, like the block forgot to hold its breath. All these modest corners turn cinematic when the daylight melts to amber glaze. Nothing louder than a lifted glance, only neat delight in simple ways. Small gold moments gather by the doorway, near enough and nowhere else to be, like a clean tint floating on the glass jars, like a clear tone finding me, with the crosswalk shining past the fruit stand and the storefront wearing honey shade. I can sense a lovely world opening, like a kind scene slowly being made. Maybe joy begins in smaller purchases, peach gum, cold tea, folded newsprint blue. Maybe grace appears in local corners where familiar things keep changing hue. I do not need a grand arrangement, I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings bloom from almost nothing, simply by becoming new. Tiny lights rising from the ordinary, soft and warm with a polished glow, like a bright thread running through the window, like a calm beat moving low, with the chalkboard standing by the flower pails and the long dust settling on the street. I can feel a gentle dream arriving, like a sweet world walking next to me. Mirror glow resting on a linen shirt, hair clip waiting by a paper note, elevator humming through the corridor, peach dust gathering on the balcony rail, lip balm turning in a canvas pouch, glass beads clicking near the window latch. Nothing pressing with a restless pull, only small suspense arranged in style. Every minute wears a brighter gloss, every silence holds a lighter spark, even empty rooms begin to tilt toward the kind of night that starts with charm. Something lovely lingers just before it, near at hand, not fully stepping in, like a fine breeze moving through a curtain, like a clear laugh waiting to begin, with the rooftops pushing past the skyline and the street below in rose and chrome. I can feel a little thrill gathering, like a bright note circling close to home. Kitchen clock shining with a rounded face, pearl cup cooling by the folded mail, sneakers lined beside the woven mat, taxi streaks sliding on the building glass, phone screen sleeping on the counter edge, bracelet gas lit flashing near a second glance. Every detail sharpens for a while, like the city polished up the chance. All these ordinary things turn playful when the hour hangs between two plans. Nothing louder than a lifted breath, only poised delight inside my hands. Something golden hovers just around me, close enough, still taking its own time, like a doorway opening without noise, like a clean tone landing right in line. With the fire escapes catching coral and the avenue in lilac haze, I can sense a little spark rising, like a first step waiting to be made. Maybe joy begins before the outing in pressed cotton in a silver glass. Maybe grace appears within the pause where the day and evening overlap. I do not need a grand arrival, I do not need a crowded room. Some anticipations bloom the sweetest simply by delaying into bloom. Something tender glimmers at the threshold, soft but sure with nowhere else to hide, like sunlight tracing round the doorway, like a clear beat keeping close inside. With the rooftops cooling into mauve shades and the slow cars painting lines below, I can feel a little world turning, like a kind scene ready to unfold.
Salt air resting on the harbor rail, canvas shadows on the weathered boards, fairy lights blinking in a silver chain, loose gold circles over quiet water, ticket stubs sleeping in my jacket fold, the paper cup cooling by the painted post. Nothing pressing at the edge of thought, only little plans beginning to show. Every small idea starts to glimmer, every passing hour moves slow, even all the distance feels nearer, like the weekend found a calmer road. Little plants gather by the harbor, clear and light by the evening tide, like a pale map opening on the water, like a good thought waiting just outside. With the boat swaying near the far pier and the whole week falling from my hands, I can feel tomorrow turning softly, like a calm sign written in the sand. Boardwalk lamps waking one by one, thin ropes singing in the ocean air. Someone laughs outside a dockside cafe, glass reflections drifting everywhere. Shoes tap easy on the cedar planks, bayline humming with a low blue tone. Every corner holds a gentler shape, like the night knows where I wanna go. All these simple scenes look finer now when the hard pace slips outside the frame. Nothing louder than a hopeful pause, only clean air carrying the change. Small bright routes rise by the harbor, near enough, still easy to delay, like a gold line resting on the water, like a slow turn at the end of day. With the mast lights trembling in the distance and the spent hours fading with the tide, I can sense a fresh horizon moving, like a kind pull drawing me outside. Maybe peace begins in minor details, harbor lamps, a paper cup, cool blue. Maybe grace appears before departure, in the space between the old and new. I do not need a grand escape for this, I do not need a crowded view. Some evenings open by becoming true. Tender plans rest by the harbor, soft and close with a polished shine, like a thin moon floating on the water, like a still thought settling into mine, with the pier lines glowing past the dark boats and the last breeze moving through the night. I can feel tomorrow breathing, like a small world turning toward the light.
Marble counter holding morning 10, steam curls rising from a narrow cup, ticket print sleeping beneath my keys, first light pooling on the sugar tin, door hinge sighing with the polished swing, espresso clatter in a silver row, nothing settled, nothing underway, only a clean pause before I go. Every small sound lands more vividly, every surface keeps a mellow gleam, even all the in-between feels rich, like the day began inside a dream. One slow coffee before anywhere, warm and still at the edge of motion, like a soft line drawn across the morning, like a held breath over a quiet commotion, with the glass door flashing on the sidewalk and the pale sky thinning into cream. I can feel the whole world waiting, like a fine root forming in the steam. Wurlitzer colors from the ceiling speakers, folded paper near the pastry case, crosswalk flicker through the cafe pane, thin gold resting on a leather chair, canvas strap sliding down my wrist, phone stays silent by the teaspoon curve, every minute tastes a little clearer, like the hour knows just what I'm worth. All these little rituals feel elevated when the clock forgets to push ahead, nothing louder than a softened glance, only calm intent and toasted bread. One good coffee before anywhere, near and bright with no need to hurry, like a neat glow set up on the counter, like a kind note smoothing out the city, with the buses brushing past the awning and the clean cups stacked in porcelain white. I can sense the whole day opening, like a clear page waiting to be signed. Maybe grace begins in preparation, in tie laces in a ceramic ring. Maybe ease appears before the leaving, in the space before the first train sings. I do not need a grand departure, I do not need a distant view. Some beginnings arrive more gently, simply by becoming true. One last coffee before anywhere, soft and gold with a quiet gravity, like a warm up glowing on the tabletop, like a small spark leaning into clarity, with the street light fading from the window and the mild air carrying roasted brown. I can feel the whole day gather, like a bright choice settling down.
Rays unraveling on the tramline steel, loose tire shifting in the apricot breeze, westbound shadows stretching down the block, maple leaves turning over quietly, station glass holding a copper gleam, crosswalk pulses in a patient row, nothing urgent calling from the day, only mild heat learning how to go. Every rooftop keeps a softer fire, every signal changes without strain, even all the noise grows lighter now, like the city gravity found a gentler frame. Orange light tells me how the night is landing, warm and slow on the avenue, like a thin glow sliding over storefronts, like a calm word I already knew. With the side streets shining after office and the heart weak thinning into air, I can feel the whole sky loosening, like a clear horizon waiting there. River wind brushing through the underpass, low rails humming with a silver tone, window tables filling one by one, soft talk drifting from the patio, hands in pockets taking in the gold, neon waking far beyond the park. Every minute finds a better shape, like the sunset polished all the dark. All these usual scenes turn cinematic when the daylight melts to amber flame. Nothing borrowed, nothing overdone, only free time wearing a better shade. Orange light moves over the side streets, calm and bright with a tender pull, like a silk line laid across the traffic, like an hour turning beautiful. With the tree line swaying near the station and the warm pace falling out of frame, I can hear the whole town exhaling, like a small clear future in my name. Maybe peace arrives in smaller details, cool railings, a revolving door. Maybe grace appears before the weekend in the pause between the less and more. I do not need a louder ending, I do not need a crowded view. Some nights carry all the right colors simply by becoming new. Orange light rests over every rooftop, soft and tall in a polished wave, like a gold trace floating on the windows, like a fine dust asking me to stay. With the last train shining by the river and the spent weeks slipping from my hands, I can feel the whole world soften, like an open evening built to last.
Take from the usual boulevard, sun coins scattered on the tramline steel, mirror walls warming beside the stairs, late glow slimming near the sycamores, crossbodies swaying with an easy beat, rim click footsteps down a quieter lane, nothing calling from the front door yet, only amber pulling me away. Every shortcut starts to look poetic, every back street wears a brush champagne, even all the angles of the city lean a little softer in this flame. I took the long way through the golden hour, light and loose with no need to explain, like a warm thread running past the storefronts, like a bright drift falling after rain. With the brickwork glowing near the alley and the west side melting into glaze, I can feel the whole route changing, like a fine turn opening the day. Canal rails shining under honey clouds, skater wheels circling by the square, fresh cut peaches at the market stand, thin jazz floating from a folding chair, phone tucked silent in a satin tote, heel taps tracing over painted stone. Every detour feels deliberately kind, like the evening chose me for its own. All these hidden corners turn luxurious when the schedule loosens from its hold, nothing louder than a lifted shoulder, only copper air and liquid gold. I kept walking through the golden hour, calm and clear with nowhere else to land, like a soft spark drifting past the side streets, like a silk map opening by hand. With the shop signs humming near the sideline and the tall glass catching 8-brick-cot, I can sense the whole pace soften, like a sweet pause giving all I've got. beautifully, simply by not going back. I stayed longer in the golden hour, warm and sheer, with a polished swing like a gold veil moving past the crosswalk, like a low sun bussing everything, with the long blocks fading into bronze smoke and the air tasting bright and strange. I can feel the whole heart widening, like a new street teaching me to change. Glint in the elevator light, soft steps echo down the marble hall, lead tint fading on a takeaway lid, blue dusk settles on the station wall, train doors shimmer with the polished tone, shop signs waken in a violet row, all the hard edges loosen from the day as the night begins to fold in slow. Every passing window throws a spark, every sidewalk keeps a little swing, even all the ordinary air starts to feel like something shimmering. I carry that first sweet freedom with me, light and close, like a hidden glow, like a satin ribbon in the city wind, like a fine night ready to unfold, with the tall glass pushing over traffic and the last shift slipping out of view. I can feel tomorrow in my footsteps, like a bright scene pulling me through. Crosswalk pulses on the silver rain marks, thin gold rising from a taxi roof, flower buckets leaning by the fruit stand, late heat drifting through a linen blouse, phone stays quiet in a leather tote, small plants sleeping in a folded note, every corner turns a little playful as the avenue trades speed for soul. All these little signals turn luxurious when the timetable lets go of me. Nothing louder than a lifted smile, only clear momentum in the street. I keep that warm escape beside me, near at hand, with a tender shine, like a clean cord moving through the crosswalk, like a gold trace keeping perfect time, with the rail lines glowing toward the river and the rooftop bars in rose and blue. I can feel the whole town leaning forward, like a good thought coming true. Maybe joy begins before the first plan, in cool chrome in a paper wristband. Maybe grace arrives inside the motion when the city opens up its hands. I do not need a grand departure, I do not need a crowded room. Some nights bloom from quiet confidence, simply by becoming new. I hold that clear release around me, soft but bright, like a chosen spark, like a slim light stitched into the evening, like a calm beat glowing through the dark, with the west side shining past the overpass and the air tasting fresh and loose. I can feel the whole world turning lighter, like a fine start I can use. Curtain edges flicker in the lamplight, night air gliding over cedar floors, half-read pages rest beside the speaker, blue dust settling softly through the room. Far off traffic threads a silver pattern, arrows circle down the block. Every surface carries tin and motion, like a secret rhythm finding shape. Loose chiffon list with the rising current, glassware answers with the crystal ring. Even quiet corners start to shimmer as the skyline hums in undertones. There is a tender signal in the night air, floating and then coloring the walls like a low glow moving through an open window, like a clean tone leaning through it all. With the curtains breathing near the moonlight and the city blurred in lilac blue, I can feel the whole room listening to a soft pulse carrying me through. Porch plants tremble by the narrow ledge. Vinyl sleeves sleep near the record stand. Street lamp halos slide across the ceiling, warm gold drifting over polished wood. Distant voices fade beyond the stairwell. Taxi reflections ripple on the glass. Every passing second feels suspended, like a fine wave stretching out its path. Pale aluminum lines on nearby balconies hold the afterglow in quiet bands. Even hidden spaces seem awakened by the hush that gathers in my hands. There is a silver current in the night breeze, drawing thin lines over every frame, like a sweet chord moving through an open window, like a bright trace humming out my name. With the curtains swaying by the flower pots and the rooftops fading into mauve, I can sense the whole scene turning to a calm sound rising up above. Maybe beauty speaks in smaller signals, in sheer fabric in a distant train. Maybe comfort travels without language, on a mild gust after summer rain. I do not need a crowded chorus, I do not need a neon sign. Some evenings tune the heart so clearly, just by arriving right on time. There is a glowing pattern in the midnight, clear and slow along the window line, like a soft wave pouring through an open window, like a true note meeting mine. With the curtains drifting past the plant leaves and the skyline washed in velvet gray, I can feel the whole night singing in a warm frequency that stays. Pearl dusk settles on the balcony rail, soft flats waiting by the woven chair. Apron strings loosen in the kitchen light, basil breathing through the open air. Streetcars murmur past the corner turn, glass fronts tinting into honeyed beige. Nothing tangled in the pulse tonight, only smooth calm stepping on the page. Every little object turns refined, every room begins to glow with ease. Even distant engines lose their edge as the daylight folds into the breeze. One good evening is enough to hold me slow cups brushed in amber smoke. Everything around me lands so gently, like a fine note carried by the glow. Ceramic cooling mirror, cut glass bowl, thin ice chiming in a citrus drink. Mailbox shadows lengthen by the stair, neat gold trembling on the sink. Neighbors laughing near the garden gate, scooter lights slipping along the lane. Every ordinary thing looks rare, like the evening learned a sweeter shape. All these modest details start to shimmer when the faster hours leave the frame. Nothing louder than a rested heartbeat, only mild grace moving through the space. One good evening lays a hand upon me, light and loose without a grand design, like a small glow resting on the table, like a soft clock keeping better time, with the flower pots beside the window and the skyline washed in apricot. Everything within me turns unhurried, like a clear thought finding just the spot. Maybe comfort lives in quiet corners, in cool plates and a check dish towel. Maybe beauty enters without warning when the day forgets to ask for more. I do not need a louder moment, I do not need a crowded room. Some nights settle into perfect balance, simply by becoming true. One good evening leaves the whole world lighter, calm and gold with a tender shine, like a thin flame wavering through stillness, like a low star hanging just in time, with the window left a little open and the light breeze drifting past the floor. Everything around me feels completed, like a sweet pause worth returning for.